Hello and welcome to Nerdarchy. For nerds, by nerds, I'm Nerdarchist Dave. Today I'm joined by all these fine nerds. We'll be playing some Zoo Mafia RPG with our game master, also known as the Zookeeper in Zoo Mafia, Nerdarchist Ted. Of course, Robin Miller, Carlos Rivera, and Stephen Partridge are all joining us as guests, and you can find links to them in the description down below. With that, I'm going to throw it to our illustrious Zookeeper.
All right, so we find ourselves yet again in Central City Zoo. This is session 10 of our, ongoing season 2 of Zoo Mafia. And I keep saying, the grittier, darker zoo, but we keep finding ourselves in this, weird situation where our players want to have date night instead of crime night. So, I don't know what's going on. So,
we're
as
networking.
always,
Right.
as always, you can jump down to the links in the description below to get access to the quick start rules, find that newsletter so you can sign up for any kind of Zoo Mafia news that we decide to share that's not going to be here, as well as where you might be able to find all of the Zoo Mafia stuff. So I'm going to roll a d4, find out who it points to. It's going to lead me to Robin. Why don't you tell us who you're playing and what you remember from last week's session?
Okay, so I play Kinsey, nickname Frenzy, for good reason. She is an Asian crocodile and a goon. Meaning I am the person that punches things real good. Usually I hit them with my tail. And what I remember from last week is that I have a date with Brad Spit, who I was definitely trying to punch the face in of when last I checked, and I guess that's not happening anymore. I am a very confused crocodile. Steven. Oh no, I just did a bad thing to all of you. Steven knows everything. I'm so sorry.
I will rein myself in, I promise. So, hi, I'm Stephen Partridge. I'm playing Roscoe Reddick. He is a red panda snatcher. I remember the date night. That was the best thing in the world. I also remember that we arranged kind of like to do another date night, I believe, at the end that would kind of be now, if I'm not mistaken. Like where we would try to like recruit people into our mafia because we're trying to set up Arnold as another boss. Al Capone's been arrested. It's a whole to do. We're trying to take over her turf, kinda. So speaking of Arnold, Carlos, go.
What's good, internet? My name is Carlos Rivera. I run the Volcanic Neck YouTube channel where I help you play Anakin adults, and I am playing as Arnold Shortman, or in this case, a crazy river horse. And yeah, they're trying to set me up to be a boss, but he's like, "Oh man, come on, really?" And through his recruiting methods, he's gonna have a date with Jenny Jangles, but not as Arnold, but in fact as Charlie Chains.
Charlie Chains.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to say the very, very, very least. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to our favorite arsonist, Tully.
I'm Nerdarchist Dave, and I will be playing Tully tonight. Tully, the speedster McGee, who is a tortoise driver. And there's three things Tully loves, not in any particular order: driving, setting things on fire, and flamingos. Last session, me and Frenzy went out on the town. He did kind of get up to a little mischief by going to the place that he knew Brad Spit would be, but he thought it would be funny, which led to a dance-off, which was awesome. Also got to make some time with the Pink Ladies, Chi-Chi, and I think I also might have a date. But all in all, it was a lot of fun. Not a lot of crime, but you know what? We're not your typical crime gang. We work in our own mysterious ways.
Well, with that being said, we have 3 dates lined up for the evening, as if the craziness needs to continue. Apparently, so we have Kenzie going on an ice cream date, Tully taking the Pink Ladies to also get ice cream, and Arnold, in the disguise of Charlie Chains, invites Jenny Jangle to do the same. So we have a whole group going to get ice cream. I've got in my notes that Roscoe is looking to go meet Demond at the same time to try to watch from above. So this is where we're gonna get things going. It is the following evening. All of you are doing your getting ready phase. So if there's anything you want to do, shall we say, at the start of a job, or talk shop, floor is yours.
Okay, so as per usual, rings on every finger because it makes me hit harder.
I don't know if I have a use for it yet, but I'll see what kind of vehicle I can get. All right, that looks promising. We're showing a 9 on the die plus magnetism. Come on, PDF. Load for me. Don't. Okay. Okay, so that's a 10. And okay. A 10 is whatever the zookeeper deems reasonable.
All right, so what is it that you're looking for?
You know what? I think there's going to be a lot of us for date night, and I think what Tully wants is one of those mobile. I don't know if they existed back then, but you know what? We've kind of went in and out of the 1920s, 1930s reality before. I want one of those like mobile pedal bars.
Okay. Sure, you can have a pedal bar for the evening.
Because, why not?
Because why not? Exactly. So you go through all of your getting ready. Now, did each of you say to meet them at the ice cream parlor, or are you going and individually picking up said dates?
No, clearly we're picking them all up on the pedal bar.
I had to look up what a pedal bar was. But yeah, I'm on board with this.
It's just like a soda bar, right? Because it's prohibition.
I don't. Yeah, it's a soda bar, except for we outfitted it. So maybe not so much.
So there is alcohol. There just isn't legally alcohol.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna actually call in a favor as well.
Who are you calling in a favor from?
From the only ally that I believe is still mobile and hasn't been thrown out the zoo, Pete.
Pete?
Pete. What I'm looking for.
Why do you say the others have been thrown out of the zoo?
Well, one's Ricky. He's not in the zoo.
Right. But I mean, he's not a citizen of the zoo, but he's pretty much always there. Going to Pete.
Oswald got thrown out for being drunk.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that. Do what you want to do, man. Just saying, okay. He's not so reliable now. But yeah, I'm gonna call him Pete. We'll see what the dice say. But basically, I'm gonna ask him if he can get me something very nice for Jenny Jangles to give her. Oh, that's high. All right, so double 4s with neutral boss showing. And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
All right, so what is it? You're doing the your special power. So we go by what it says in there. So what is a 10 plus over there?
So I need to know what it is Jenny Jangles likes to do for her free time. And I need to know what it is she enjoys most so I can go pick it up.
Right. We're going to go down the rabbit hole or the obstacle. What you might be able to do.
Literally going down a rabbit hole.
Anybody else have things?
Is the rabbit hole the name of the ice cream parlor?
You broke up. I didn't hear what you said, Robin.
I was asking if we were going down a literal rabbit hole or if the rabbit hole is the name of the ice cream parlor.
Well, you know what? It is now.
Woo!
The ice cream
Oh my
place will be
God.
the rabbit.
I have the perfect image in my head of like the waitress at the bar just having like long ears and being like just this really shapely hair, like think Lola Bunny. Like I'm here for this.
I love it.
Which version? The new Spell Jam or the new Space Jam, or the old Space Jam?
Does it matter? I have only seen the old Space Jam, so we're gonna go with the old Space Jam.
They desexified Lola Bunny.
I mean that's fine, but she was fine the way she was too.
Yeah.
That was the furry awakening for many people.
Yeah, some
Right.
people sometimes you just feel like a sexy bunny, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, valid.
I have a prep that I want to do.
Okay, what is that?
So I imagine that my meeting with Demond is going to be fairly short, actually, all things considered, because I'm literally just trying to get him to basically be our in for the fuzz. So Roscoe, seeing everybody else have their date night and whatnot, is feeling a tad bit left out. So he's going to try to make a second connection for Arnold's mob in a sort of date atmosphere, and he will invite one of his contacts to the ice cream parlor.
Interesting.
So, who are you who are you inviting?
Barry the Bamboozler Green.
Is that another one of yours?
Yes.
Okay, your panda bear friend.
Yes. Yes. So I'm going to try to get us another grifter, hopefully, too.
Okay.
Well, as soon as Arnold, becomes big boss, he won't have so much time to grift.
Exactly. Plus, he's kind of like sold himself as like the premier, like long neck animal impersonator.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I intend to do. Is just that, and then Demond setting up that connection as well.
So I know you have a lot to manage, Ted, but by any chance, do you...
All right. So I was trying to get you that. Jenny has been angling towards a necklace that some zoo jeweler has had for sale for a while, and it's not anything super fancy, but Jenny has thought it was just a bit extravagant, and it's just, as you would expect, another necklace that's got detail engraved feathers that cover it, all out of silver and precious metals.
Do we now have to flash back to how we heisted said necklace for you to present on your date, or how you have to, or how you have to explain why you can't present said necklace on said date?
Listen, never come to a date empty-handed. All right.
But a whole necklace, though, that's a lot.
I will spend a marker to get it.
You're just gonna spend a marker. All right.
I'm just gonna spend. We gotta fast track this. I'm spending a marker.
I have no problem if you want to do a whole flashback scene of how it was acquired, but you're like, nope, I got it.
Yeah, like
Not me
well,
accidentally opening Chess's character sheet at first.
Well, I mean, there was jokes about you playing Frenzy on Untraditionally Arcane, so I think it would be just as weird to have a Drow Blades show up here. So
Probably.
But I feel like it'd be really hard to make all your rolls for that character with D6s.
Spends the whole time in the spider house.
Wondering where her favorite necromancer is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail you guys. Where are we at?
Oh no, I was gonna say like through Arnold's like new fun cuddly friends from the zoo, their first indoctrination was, a way to get in and pull it out. Some of them were kind of like, "Oh my god, I can't believe we just did that!" The hamster's little tiny hearts like beating a million miles a second. The snakes that we procured are like feeling so sly. They're like, "Oh, this is so much better than being at a pet shop." As they, go back along their ways.
For sure. So you've got your necklace, you've got some things in motion. So who's being picked up first?
I think I'm going to pick up all of our crew first, and then we'll
Right.
go around to the
Yeah.
dates.
Yeah, I figured that Frenzy and Arnold would like meet you at the the hideout or where you're getting the ride. Which date is being picked up first?
Let's see. Well, I don't want to pick up the panda first. Because that's a lot of extra fluff without a lot of extra pedal power. I think I'll go Brad Spit, then Chi-Chi, and then the panda, and then Jenny.
Okay.
Gonna be interesting.
All right. So if Brad is being picked up first, just for shiggles, I'm gonna have everybody make a start spit and roll, a magnetism to find out how impressive all of the foofery is for this. So each person who's picking up their date gets to give me their roll.
I am now using foofery to describe any sort of like date night getup. I just want you to know this.
So I wasted a good
I am
roll
fond of
just
foofery,
now.
so.
I wasted a really good roll just now because I thought this was like a group start spit and roll.
Well, I mean, everybody's going to have their own, but it's
Oh.
see how impressed your date is at the onset.
Yeah.
All right, so Robin,
8.
8. All right. I believe you said that Chi-Chi was second.
I did. So I have a 10 with the enemy boss showing.
Oh, is that doubles to get you there?
Yes, I would not mention the enemy boss
All right,
without.
so that's success with a -1 forward.
Yes, it is.
All right, then Steven for picking up Barry.
I also got an 8.
Okay, and last but certainly not least, our boss man in disguise as Charlie Chains.
Can I use the roll that I did just now?
Yeah,
Okay, it's 13 total with double 5s.
13 with double 5s. So that is just doubles. So that is success and a +1 on your next roll.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
I roll good in the beginning and I'll be like crap later. When it really matters the most.
As it has been established several times. All right, so the lot of you, it's the first time that you're really doing anything, Tully, with Chi-Chi without the other hangers on. So it is kind of a special moment, even though you're surrounded by 6 other individuals, which has been pretty normal. It's just they're not other flamingos this time. But you guys make your way to the rabbit hole, the ice cream parlor here in Central City Zoo, and they're there to begin the date. So
I'm curious about one thing though.
yes,
Jenny and Brad are part of the same gang.
yeah.
How did they react seeing each other like, oh, what? You're here too?
I mean, there's a little bit of eye scanting, but for the most part, everybody seems to be here for something else. So you kind of get the idea of like, well, there'll be a conversation later, maybe.
It's so weird they don't know where to start.
So now,
Yeah. I absolutely did not mean for this to become a crowd thing. When I said I was gonna meet you here, I meant I was gonna meet you here, and then my friends got, they're my friends. They're like this.
so this is Barry's first time meeting, all of the other people. So there's a little bit of a, you know, withdrawn moment, and Brad, has that. All right, well, you're right. We had said that we were going to do a thing, and kind of asks like, all right, well, when we get there, is it like, is everybody breaking off, or what's the deal?
I think we'll have our own booth.
So you get a nice, pleasant ride throughout the zoo. Perhaps Tully takes an extra loop around the playground circle with the merry-go-round, and a couple other rides before you finally make your way and get to the ice cream parlor.
We're definitely having drinks served as we do it. I don't know who's serving them, but someone's serving up the drinks, because back then drinking and driving was not a thing, so it's fine. Barry, what do you do? I kind of know what everybody else here does. Like, what's your thing? You like breaking into safes, or you doing like second story work? Oh, maybe you break some legs or something.
Reacquainting myself with something real quick. One sec.
You're a big boy. I bet you could really handle yourself in a tough situation.
So Barry being one of the biggest of the panda bears in the zoo, he's kind of one of the more popular attractions that draw the humans in, for the most part. All right, fill me in here, Roscoe. I don't have what he does outside of your interaction.
He's
Text
a
anywhere.
drifter.
Okay.
He's a talker.
So he knows people, and he tends to go back and forth, but doesn't say much more than like he knows how to acquire things and he knows how to talk to people.
Oh, nice. I know how to talk to people too. And I acquired things like this mobile bar.
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
Given the size, he's a little bit softer spoken than you would expect. But maybe it has to do with his, fluffy atmosphere. Who knows?
So Roscoe, you and Barry?
Yeah. Barry and I interact frequently on a professional basis, but today is more about pleasure and ice cream and watching Frenzy and Brad spit. And he will pointedly like squint his eyes at Frenzy, just like playfully.
I'm sorry, what? Because Frenzy was distracted looking at Brad's spit and didn't hear you.
Exactly.
So
and he'll like point with a thumb. That one.
Brad does that very owl thing, and just his head turns to look at you. Is your date really to just sit and watch us?
Well,
that's weird.
That is a little creepy.
It is a bit weird.
Well, it's not only to watch. I like watching people in general.
Is this what
and he'll kind of like look around awkwardly, and like he's clearly like he has fur, so you can't probably see it, but he's like, you would know he's probably blushing a little bit.
Is that what you're into too, Barry? You're just gonna people watch Frenzy and Brad spit?
I'm told there's certain clubs where you can watch, but that's a whole
Oh, that's a whole different type of show. I think we're just getting some ice cream.
Yeah, just ice cream. As Chains
All right.
kind of
So
snuggles up to Jangles.
all right. So the date is going to be broken down into several pieces. So the first part of the date, once you get to the ice cream parlor and start eating your ice cream, I'm gonna just kind of go up the chain here. Steven, what is the beginning part of your date / meeting with Demond look like? Give me some narration. Give me some visuals here.
So Roscoe will excuse himself from Barry initially and say, you get the ice cream, I got to take care of something real fast. And he's going to dart over to where Demond is sitting and basically give him like the elevator pitch of, we need a connection with the fuzz. You could be that connection. There's money in it for you. Those are the high points.
So Demond, puts out a counter. I want the peanuts, and I never want to pay for nip. When I want it, it's there.
Okay. Would I know that this is kind of an agreeable thing? Because I would imagine, like, having talked about a lot of this beforehand with arranging it with Arnold, what was Arnold kind of looking for in this deal? And am I getting that out the gate?
Well, we're down allies. This sounds like this will get us an ally.
Okay, so we just worry about getting it more than anything. Like, we just want people on our side.
Can't do business without associates.
Okay.
Right now, you guys are flush with product, and you, as Roscoe, know that you've got the ability to go back to the pet store and acquire more if need be. And this gets you not only, Demond in your pocket, but, deeper into the fuzz should things profit out. So getting this guy solidly on your side is probably worth that price.
Okay, so I will agree to it on behalf of our group, and then he will go to the single table that is not the group table with Barry.
Okay. And then I imagine that's a 5-10 minute conversation tops.
Yeah.
Demond. So what happens on the date? Is this if you want to just say like, oh, general conversation and wipe it there, that's fine. But we're looking at blocking in this first bit of time.
Okay. So Roscoe is very awkward around Barry. Actually, it's really almost weird for anybody that would be watching him to see. He is very off kilter, clearly flustered. Like, he actually really likes this panda bear quite a bit. And so he's kind of stumbling over words and whatnot, trying to kind of ease into conversation, but under the guise of, well, this is a business talk, right? Because we need a grifter, because Arnold is about to be this big boss. And he kind of lays those cards on the table and is in a discreet way, and then is otherwise flustered and trying really hard to get into a proper conversation, but he's using work to kind of get there because he doesn't know really what else to do.
All right. I want to see how well you navigate all of this, and your specific phrasing basically makes me feel like you're trying to get over an obstacle. So I want you to get out of a jam.
Okay. I'm better at Moxie than I am. No, I'm better. I'm equal. Okay. This is the same.
All right.
All right. Oh, dear Lord. I got double ones. So that's a total of 4.
All right. So double ones. So that's a failure, and you take a -1 forward.
Oh boy.
As you're being flustered and people watching, looking at your friends and their date, what is it that you say or do that makes Barry lean back and like rethink this situation?
I
Time to think. We can come back to it.
Yeah. I will take time to think if that's all right and come back.
All right.
to it.
All right.
I mean, at
Frenzy.
least you get it. At least you get XP also.
You do get
I
get
get
the
a lot of
XP.
XP.
So Frenzy, you are on your ice cream date with Brad Spit and some people, some other animal friends looking on. How does the first part of your date night go?
Oh, absolutely, just straight up like a date, because believe it or not, Kinsey actually does want to be here doing this.
Okay.
So, like, for the first part of the evening, she will absolutely be like just asking him about himself and finding out things about Brad Spit and volunteering some information, like just typical date stuff, and then like eventually sliding into talking business once she feels like she's got him kind of feeling chill and everything. But like also she's kind of hoping to score a second date even if he decides not to work with us. So like this has to go well. That's where she's at.
So this might be a stretch, but I feel given all of the things that you're trying to do, you're approaching this with a plan. So I would like you to roll sly. I want you to commit a caper.
Okay, I can absolutely do that. That is not my negative.
A caper of the heart.
10. And I have doubles.
Oh, okay. So 10 with doubles. That's a good thing. That's success, and you got a +1 forward on your next roll.
Excellent.
So this is going quite swimmingly. You manage to, get the right amount of back and forth that doesn't seem forced, asking questions and that are leading in such a way that prompts him to inquire from your side. So it's not just, you ask a question, him answer, where like, sometimes you have those conversations like, wow, this feels forced. It flows quite naturally, and you're getting through all of this, and you get to the point where it's like, okay, well, I'm enjoying this, but there's other things to talk about too. And we move over to Arnold. So, Arnold, you are in the guise of Charlie Chains yet again, trying to put the moves on one Jenny Jangles. How does your initial foray look?
Well, at first, he's going to be very coy by opening with, you kind of broke my heart a little when you disappeared that night and I couldn't find you for a while. And he'll continue to, just kind of like flirt with her as much as possible and explain to her like, you know what? I know I said Otto last time, but I heard on the street that there's a guy, a big guy. He's goes by the name of Crazy River Horse, and I think this guy's gonna be real up and coming, and I think it's a sure bet with me and you on his side. I mean, we work together, and like he produced something like this, and I present to her the necklace,
Okay.
and I kind of like put it around her jangly neck, and as I'm putting it on, I'm kind of like just carefully caressing her, like putting it over real fast, real suave like, and you're saying like, hey, look, I want you to think about my proposal, and maybe we can work on and I kind of wink at her proposal.
So I too think that for you, because there's layers to this, and I know magnetism is a lot easier for you. I'm being evil, and I want you to also roll sly. So commit a caper.
Got it. It's not terrible. 6, 7, 8, 9 plus my 1, 10. and Sly 0.
So what is your total?
10.
10. All right. So that is a success. So going quite well for you. And then we move over to Tully and Chi Chi. So how does the first part of the date look for the tortoise?
So basically, well, I'm supposed to be trying to woo you and win you over to the new gang we're starting. We're gonna be really big, But I just want you to tell me more about yourself and how you got involved with the Pink Ladies in this life we live. He's just gonna he's going to, whenever flamingos are involved, totally gets tunnel vision.
Nice.
So completely forgets about what the reasoning is for recruitment. It's just it's a
Oh
pretty
no,
weak and
he
a pretty
literally tells her he's supposed to be recruiting her, but he doesn't care about that right now.
I mean, honestly, like if it were me, that's probably the best move you could make.
That is hilarious. Now I do have to ask: is there any problems or complications that Tully faces? Considering the ice cream server would be a hare, tortoise in the hare. Any problem?
No,
Moving
I'm gonna run them over with a car later. That's how you win the race. And
So,
also,
given your forthrightness about the situation, let's see how well this is navigated. I want you to also get out of a jam.
okay. All right. Well, that's okay. That's a 9. That's an 11 -1 because I have a -1 forward. That's a 10.
All right. So, everything is great. Apparently the only couple that we're having any kind of strain whatsoever, is the Roscoe and Barry. And it's not like there's,
Two pandas. They're the two pandas. You can't, it just isn't mixing right.
It's not like there's icicles or anything going on over there. I mean, it's just the ice cream. It's
I think it's like Barry's like, you brought me on a date to watch another date? This is the most weird, bizarre shit ever.
Well, to be fair, it is what it is. All right. So that is, part one. We're, settling in. Everybody is, resting and enjoying themselves. And even with the issue of, Roscoe doing something wrong, have we figured out what that is yet, Stephen?
Yeah, so I think that he probably when he sits down with him, right, he kind of starts stumbling over his words a lot. And he's like, so obviously I told you I brought you here to talk about business, right? And like the ice cream parlor is maybe not the most professional place to talk about business. I probably should have just snatched you off the street and brought you to a secret location, although that probably wouldn't have been the best idea now that I think about it. But at the same time, like, I'm not saying I wouldn't tie you up, but I'm saying that, like, in that situation, he just like starts continuing stumbling over.
Is Barry into
everything.
that?
Consent is key there, Roscoe.
Right. At least use a safe word for Pete's sake.
You guys don't have a safe cracker, so who's to know what that safe word might happen to be. All right. So
Animal crackers.
Right.
So everybody's settling in. Barry and Roscoe kind of, this little, speed bump of dialogue, and Barry is like, look, you need to relax, and his, very, very soft, soft voice, talks a little slow. He's not slow, but he talks slow, especially trying to like counterpoint to how quickly Roscoe talks.
I thought Ted was going to say talks a little slutty first.
Yeah, I don't think I would be doing that on a gaming stream. I mean, yeah, we're on date night part 2, but you know, I don't even think I would go that far.
Damn it, Ted, seduce us.
Playing thirsty sword lesbians.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, before this conversation goes any further down this road, all of you are thrown for a loop when completely invested in the conversations that you're having. You're all torn from the conversations as the sound of gunfire erupts into the masses of you. All of you take a point of damage as you look and see there is several gunmen on the other side of not the park, but like the seating area that you guys are in, and standing behind them is none other than the real Charlie Chains.
So I don't know if so. I'm gonna dive bomb into Jenny to maybe pretend like get your head down, like I'm protecting her. I don't care if I take another point of damage for that, but
I had my hand up, Carlos.
Okay.
oh, I'm sorry.
I flipped the table.
So I will give you a choice. You can either roll sly or moxie. Regardless of success, you're taking the damage. If you fail, she will still take a damage, and you'll take 3.
Sometimes you get a risky for the biscuit.
All right.
4, 5, 6, and no bonuses either.
All right. So she takes 1, you take 3.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So there are four gunmen that have shotguns that have just fired into the mass of, shall we say, customers. That being the lot of you, maybe a couple other bystanders that happen to be in the way, and one very tall giraffe sporting lots of chains that some of you, if not all of you, have seen before. What do you do?
I flipped the table.
All right.
For like some poultry cover, whatever poultry cover that it offers, at least they can't see us to know where to aim anymore.
Are you saying paltry cover or poultry cover?
I heard
Well,
poultry.
I'm saying poultry cover now. So I'm gonna look at Brad Spit and I'm gonna be like, we're on the same side of the fight this time, right? We're gonna kick their asses for interrupting.
I don't know how an owl smiles, but you definitely get the note of a smile.
Cool. All right, in that case, I'm gonna go around the side and like try to come from an oblique angle and bop.
Okay. Are you going after Charlie, or are you going after?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. You target the head of the snake. All right. So let me break this down. I got a 3 total and I have doubles. One of them is on the enemy die.
You have a 3 total? You only have a 1
Oh,
box?
wait a minute. No, I don't. Hold on. I have a 4 total.
Okay. All right. That's still fail. So get your
I
XP.
know.
But double with the enemy boss. That's a lose a marker.
Yeah, I know, and I really couldn't afford it.
So you come in and you watch as his very almost snake-like giraffe neck just kind of watches you come around, and as you go to come in, his long limb just comes in and just clocks you square in the side of the jaw for 2 damage.
Okay.
But don't forget to record that XP. Anybody else?
Chi-Chi, I comes to my attention, we've never actually danced before. I think now's the perfect time. How does Chi-Chi fight? Or the pink ladies, for that matter?
The pink ladies are hitters. They're gunmen, if you will.
You you did accessorize this evening, did you not?
It's not my usual, but I am indeed carrying.
So I want to kind of put my arms around her like in a dance pose, and kind of turn so she can use my shell as cover, so she can fire over my shoulder. Then I will spin and dip her and throw a Molotov cocktail that I pull out of my shell at Charlie Chains.
All right, bring the heat.
All right, so we've got doubles, and that's a 6. So that would be a failure. But I don't want to fail. I'm going to spend a marker because I hate this giraffe all of a sudden to turn that into a hit.
All right. So the Molotov cocktail, is heading right in the direction of Charlie Chains, and he does a quick, juke to the side. It utterly explodes, killing one of the gunmen. He manages to get out of the range. He takes the one from Chi-Chi, who fires over your shell, but it's almost as if he was waiting for the Molotov cocktail to hit or to be launched, to be moving. And we'll say jockeying in a position, he moves out of the way and moves into the fight with Kenzie.
All right, and we'll continue dancing and fighting.
Sure. Carlos.
So, what's definitely gonna happen is I'm gonna have to pop one over at Charlie Imposter Chains. So I'm gonna fire at him with my revolver.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it's precision or perception, which is just so that's 9. But I rolled triple 4s.
Triple 4s. That's a gain a marker.
This is weird. I've never rolled so bad and wonky. Am I breaking the curse tonight, folks? You know what? I'll spend that marker for max damage if I can.
Okay. All right. So spending a marker, is that 2 or 3 extra damage, Dave?
It is 3 extra for a womp.
Okay. All right. So
yeah, I'll give it back immediately. You can
have and you were using just a regular revolver, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you whomp him in the shoulder, and he kind of glowers in your direction. Roscoe?
I would like to use my feature Make Tracks to move Barry behind the table that Kenzie flipped.
Okay.
So he's basically just going to jump over the table and tackle Barry to cause them both to roll behind the table, and then he will just say, "I am so sorry about this. I had no idea this was going to happen."
All right, so that's your action.
Yes, I do have to roll for it though.
Okay.
Usually, if they're resistant, I don't know. Is he willing to go with this?
He's willing to go.
Okay, cool.
Unless you're saying something to not be like, "Hey, get to cover," then it might be resistant. Like, what are you doing? But if you're giving the slightest inclination of "I'm protecting you," he will totally allow it.
Okay. And then he'll probably also just pop his head over real quick and be like, "Thanks, Kenzie." Pop his head back down.
All right. So the gunmen are popping more shells back into the shotguns. Charlie looks across to Arnold, but sees that Kenzie is right in his face, and he just whips his whips his head down. Those nodules on the top of a giraffe's heads are there for a reason. Kenzie, are you right-handed or left-handed?
Left.
Left. He comes in at your left arm. He hits you for 2 points of damage and gives you a -1 on your next roll.
All right. I'm not looking great, guys. I'm gonna need to see a doctor.
Wow.
You guys are up.
I'm gonna tackle Charlie Change through a window.
Well, they're outside. There's no.
Oh, they're shooting through the window.
I mean, the rabbit hole is like there's a small little window where like the stuff is handed out.
Oh, okay.
You guys are sitting outside at little tables and what have you, and then he's on the other side of the clearing, if you would.
Okay, like for some reason I was thinking, well, those old parlors, like from Back to the Future, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I thought Charlie somehow found his way inside.
No, this is within a zoo, so it's not like a full-on ice cream parlor.
True.
I see where my description might have led you astray.
By the way, guys, if I didn't have tough as nails, I'd probably be dead right now. I'm like taking -1 damage every time I take damage instead of I'm just saying.
So you're saying you would
Well, did you start off today injured?
Yes. We get 1 point of health back every week, right?
2.
2. Oh, okay, never mind. I don't need to see a doctor.
You can do medicine once a day, and you get 1 back through resting. So whatever you had from yesterday, you could have had 2 back.
Okay, cool. Then I have 6 health, not 5. We're good.
Don't worry, it's coming.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
So what I'll actually do, I'm not pushing him through a window, but what I'll do is I'll toss him with him like, and kind of mix it up to kind of like confuse people.
All right, so you're gonna launch yourself out of them. Give me a bop.
All right, let's bippity bop. Bop. 6, 7, 8, 9 plus, and that's which one? Wild.
Wild, yes.
So that's +1, 10 total.
All right. So you managed to, get in there and grapple him something fierce. You don't have any particular skill at doing extra damage, correct?
I have a knife, but beyond that, no.
Right. But you don't. Yeah, you don't have any skills that allow you like the goon does. So you are occupying his attention at the moment, but it does not appear that you have done any damage to it.
Okay.
But anybody else?
So, hey, Chi-Chi, you want to set the night on fire with me? You stay here and just get ready. You'll know when to shoot. I run back to the bar bike and hop on it, and I'm going to ram Charlie Chains with Run 'em Down.
Okay, you understand that he is currently on the ground grappling with Arnold, right?
Listen, it's a plan, and it was a good plan. Hey, boss, watch out! Okay, that could have been better. But we have doubles with the enemy showing. You know what? I don't know why I have you as my enemy die, but you're not really the enemy. So Run 'em Down does 2 when I hit somebody with a vehicle.
Okay.
It's a 10. The overall roll is a 10. 10. So success hits 2 damage, and then as it hits him, I want to roll off the bike.
All right. So it's success when you get a -1 forward. You want to roll off the bike, and I'm assuming you want Jenny to.
I want Chi-Chi to start shooting at the bike full of booze.
Yeah, not Jenny, Chi-Chi. All right, so Give me a bring the heat with a plus 2 precision roll for Jenny.
Okay. So bring the heat. That is going to be me spending a marker to make
Okay.
it a success.
All right. So you take 1 as the fire of this explosion licks your shell as you're getting off. Do Carlos, give me a D6 and tell me whether you want high or low.
Can I pick medium? Well, I rolled a d6 and it's 1, so I'll roll. So I guess low.
All right. So you take 4 as the
Can I spend the marker?
You can spend a marker to avoid the damage. Yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
Carlos, why wouldn't you just pick the number and then roll the die? Don't you know how that works? That was kind of weird.
So as the bike is coming in, you acknowledge what this is, and you happen to be on top. So you quickly just like let go and roll to the side. So you manage to be out of the way of the explosion, out of the way of this thing running over, leaving Charlie to take the brunt of this. He sees what's going on at the last minute and manages to avoid some of it. But this dude is pretty much a beast, that you've seen so far. He's had a lot coming at him, and he's still standing, he's still moving. But he's definitely glowering at you at all of this. Roscoe, you haven't done anything yet?
I would like to I don't think I can justify that I would have brought my Tommy gun with me on a date because Roscoe just doesn't think that way. So I'm not going to have access to my guns. But I would like to try to maybe sneak up on whoever is showing that they are danger to frenzy at the moment.
There are three gunmen. They're part of the hyena crew. And they're firing off in directions you guys are ducking for cover and trying to avoid the gun blasts.
Okay. Can I try to tie up loose ends?
Sure. Give me a roll.
All right. Let's do that one. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, that's not bad like I thought it was. So that's a 7 because I thought it was the enemy die, but no, it's just I grabbed the wrong green die. So it's 7 plus 2 for 9.
Okay.
Minus 1 from my -1 forward, so 8.
All right. So what does tie up loose ends say at 8?
I get I'm trying to basically remove them from the combat by just tying them up, right? I don't succeed in removing them from the combat, but I get a +1 ongoing against the target for the scene or until another creature assists them.
Okay.
So I've got them like tangled, but not secure.
All right. All right. So for the moment, we'll say that one is, being dealt with, and his, shotgun is not at the ready.
Cool.
Have I gone this round?
I don't think you've gone this
yet.
round.
All right. So the shotguns, turn and fire, and RNG points to Arnold and Kenzie. Take one.
Okay, now I need a doctor. Wait, no, I don't. If I take 1 damage, I take no damage because I'm tough as nails.
There you go. All right. So what is Kenzie doing?
Taking the guy's shotgun.
You're just gonna rip it out of his hands?
Yeah.
All right, give me a bop. Let's let's use some force.
Okay. So, that's going to be a 12 total. I do not have doubles. I just had, oh wait, no, I have a negative. So it's going to be an 11 total.
All
I
right.
do not have doubles.
All right, so you glower and just grab the shotgun right out of this hyena's hands. I'm gonna say as part of that, go ahead and give me a start spit and roll. I'm thinking that you're pretty intimidating here. You just been walloped by Charlie Chains, been shot at, and you're still kicking. So
9.
9.
Nice.
He backs up, but he doesn't just flee. So he picks up the shotgun that was on the felled hyena by the Molotov cocktail, but he has moved out of your immediate area.
Cool.
So Charlie bypasses the bike that kept on going and continued its explosion, and he comes over to you, Arnold. Hambino sends a message, and he just punches you straight in the face. Take 2 damage and -1 on your next roll.
Hey. All right. I ain't looking too nice. Not only will I take a -1 from you, I'll take a -1 from being unstable.
There you go.
Hey. Okay, so I guess what I'll do is you say Hambino says hello, and I'm gonna return the sender as I
That was good. Take honorary inspiration from me, even though we don't have it in this game.
All right. Well, before
okay.
What do you got?
Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 -2, which is 8.
All right, so you're gonna hit. I was going to say before you roll, you understand that this dude is tough. So are you planning to spend a marker here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so he you catch him at just the right time. Like he was kind of like had his head down, like almost like face to face of like, I'm delivering this message, and you just get that jaw just the right angle, and his head reels back. But he was planning on throwing his own. He doesn't quite land it the way he normally would, so he clips you for another 1.
Okay.
But he is looking really rough at the moment.
We both are. I'm at this many HP.
We should probably get going.
All right.
Finish the job. I can do this all day. No, I can't.
No, boss.
All right. Anybody else doing anything?
Has Kenzie gone yet?
Yeah.
It's other than Arnold. It's a fresh round.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize we had started a new round. In that case, I am going to make the statement in character that I think we should go. Like, people are bleeding.
Can I take the machine gun from the guy that I tangled up and basically give cover fire so everybody can get away?
Who are you shooting at?
Charlie Chains, I guess. He looks the roughest, right?
Yeah, I mean he's looking really bad.
Okay.
But go ahead, bring the heat.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's really good. That's 11 base plus 2, 13.
That's a crit.
Can I spend a marker to do even more damage since he's tough?
You don't need to.
Oh
You-
god, yes.
You use the shotgun and you crit. You did just enough.
Okay, so Roscoe like grabs the gun out of this guy's hand while he's still like tangled up with this rope, and he just goes, "Don't mess with my friends!" Ah! And then like Rambo style, like just.
So I need you to give me a start spit and roll.
Okay, I'm small. Oh my gosh! I rolled double sixes and a 4, so the ally and the neutral boss are showing.
All right. Well, that ally and neutral boss with that, you know that's a good one because that's you get a marker back.
I am missing 2 markers.
Everybody gets a +1 forward. So as you basically just yank the shotgun from this dude who you started to tie up, you just pointed at Charlie Chains and be like, bam! He goes down, and you just look at the other two.
Plot twist, he actually shot Arnold.
Oh no!
Well,
Please no!
well, there's a new boss in town, and his name is Crazy Water Horse. That's right. And we're here to let you know we're open for business.
Totally just put it out there. Oh my gosh. In public.
And then he spits on Charlie Chains' corpse.
Well, cat's out of the bag, I guess.
So that was part 2 of date night.
Oh shit.
What does part 3 look like? For one of them, there's an expression of like, you got some explaining to do. So how about we start off with that particular one? Jenny and Arnold.
I just want to point out before you guys get into this that he is bleeding very badly, and that does elicit sympathy.
Right?
Or hunger in carnivores.
So, Carlos, what does this look like?
So let's see. I have a skill that says you got papers.
Okay, what is you got papers?
Master Forger duplicates things, whatnot.
Mhm.
Obviously, I can't duplicate something right now. Actually, no, I don't think that's fair to ask. Unless I spend the marker that it is seen from like a while back, and I'm not spending any more markers right now. So first things first, magnetism. People.
So
So
the question I have to ask is, are you going to try and convince Jenny that you're the real Charlie Chains? Are you going to come clean? What is your angle? Because I can't imagine.
Crazy horse, water horse reveal.
It's River Horse, Crazy River Horse.
Well, you know what? You're right.
No, I'm just asking. Like, what is your angle? Because Charlie Chains just died, and this was all seen by everybody here.
You wouldn't know what's in my head. So Ted, in my head, I was gonna say like, "Oh, if this date goes well, we have a new mission: kill Charlie." But
well, unfortunately, I brought that to you beforehand.
yeah, but yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna come clean, be like, "Well, the truth is," as I start popping things off, and I've been admiring your skills set. And I knew you had a thing for giraffes. I never thought, go for a guy like me.
All right.
And
So, again, I don't want to get into all of the RP romance stuff tonight.
yeah.
Are you? So you're gonna do the reveal.
Yeah.
Are you showcasing genuine feelings, or are you just be like, hey, look, it was an angle? What's your shtick? What's your approach?
Feels, man. The feels.
All right, let's start spitting. Let's see, let's see whether it's meant to be or not.
6 with this, which is a +1, 7, which takes me back 1 because I'm unstable, back to 6, but I don't want to fail this. So I will spend my I'm spending a marker.
How many markers are you at? You have 2.
I am at 2. I've been
Wow, I don't think I've run games to get that people that low. Crazy.
Sir, you can't tell on the internet, but literally I'm sweating from my back to my neck now. Like it's
all right.
What did you roll?
I rolled
6.
I rolled a 6 total. With all the pluses and minuses.
All right, so you narrate, what how this all unfolds. You pour your heart out. Do you go into what your plan is in regards to Al Capone's territory and putting yourself up on top, or is it all just about the heart wants what the heart wants?
The heart wants what the heart wants, man.
All right, well, you've got her hooked. You tell her that all this time it's been you, and that and she's here for it.
Yes, thank you, because I can't take any more damage. She's trying to slap me.
And she does say like, all right, well, we got to get you patched up, and as this section begins to move, she asks the question of like, what's Crazy River Horse? Who's up next? All right, fine. All right, Roscoe. What is date part 3 look like?
I think Robin was about to go actually.
Oh, Robin, are you ready?
Oh, no, it's okay. Go ahead. Rowan is squealing very loudly in his laughter, and I don't want to pollute the chat channel. He'll probably be done by the time you're done.
Okay. So Roscoe, it sort of hits him how he just went crazy. And he drops the gun, and his eyes just shoot straight to where Barry is. And he's got tears welling in his eyes, and he's just like, I am so sorry. That is not what I wanted for today.
To be fair, I'm a big boy. I can take, a little bit of guns, and that was pretty cool. How does the rest of this go? What is Roscoe's angle here? Into relationship? Does he go into recruitment? Does he try to go for both?
I think he looks around and sees all of the onlookers right now. And
no, and any of the people who were here, it was not a quiet situation. You don't hear any sounds of police coming in though, which is a little unnerving.
Yeah. Roscoe will walk up to Barry and he'll say, look, I like you. I really like you a lot. And I know that red pandas and regular panda is not exactly always the thing people think about. But like, I think we have a shot. And if you want to join our new gang, we would really love to have a grifter with your skills. And if you want to be more than just an associate, I am very much open to that as well. But I don't want it. I want whatever we have to be that you want it to, whatever that looks like.
All right, so let's give me some magnetism. Let's start.
Okay. I used up all my good rolls, I think. Okay, so that's a 5 base. Plus 2 puts it at a 7. And I think I have a +1 from the previously, right?
Yeah.
So-
But the difference between 7 and 8 isn't
Yeah.
any. So you have some choices here.
Okay.
One, you could spend a marker to turn that into a success and have it move forward. If you leave it stand, I will give you the choice that will either he can be a relationship or he can be a recruit, but not both.
So I'm not gonna lie, as a player, I love a bittersweet ending. But I feel like with how badly Roscoe has done this campaign, he's been so mixed. I just want him to have a happy ending. So I'm going to spend a marker and let him get
Okay.
one.
All right, there you go. Both it is. All right, Tully or Frenzy?
Okay, so yeah, Frenzy's gonna look around after the dust settles a little bit, like make sure that he's all right first of all, like just checking for injuries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean he's got a couple bullet holes, but as you've already seen him in action fighting against him, he's pretty tough. He did some damage, in the mix, but like he didn't feel like he was gonna throw down unless it was absolutely necessary. You could see that during the fight, as things went bad for you, he was moving into action, but things kind of ended, or his movement ended when the giraffe moved away from you.
No, that's fine. That's absolutely okay. I'm just gonna grin and I'm gonna be like, that was a rush. That was really fun. I know that this wasn't actually the plan for the date, but I'm not disappointed that this is how it ended.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to end here.
Yeah? All right, cool.
You
I've still got things to tell you about anyway.
you know what I do, so I mean this is not anything different. So what does the rest of this look like as we move through part 3?
All right, so Frenzy's gonna like take him outside and like maybe walk around the pond a bit, like where the
Okay.
swans are and everything. And it's very romantic, but she is talking business at this juncture and occasionally peppering in flirting comments, like letting him know what the plan is, that we've got a pet shop on lockdown, that we're gonna be bringing in those like kept animal
So you're-
goods that we don't get
so-
in the zoo.
So you're going full disclosure here.
Yeah.
Crazy River Horse. Here's the plan. Al Capone
Yeah.
had a-
Yeah,
got a
like
vacancy.
not where it is, but what
sure.
the plan is and what we've got on lock.
All right. So I will allow you to choose what you're rolling here.
Okay.
Now understand, before you roll, before you make that decision, you have unveiled a lot of details
Yeah, I know.
about all of this, so it is almost crucial that you are successful in either bringing him in or putting him down, because the
Okay.
would
I'm
be
gonna spend a
too
marker
dangerous.
on this one. I really can't afford to, but I really want to succeed.
Well,
I don't want to
you
roll. I
can-
just
You can roll and see.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll roll and see, and then if I don't succeed, I'm definitely gonna spend a marker on
Okay.
it because I can't fail here. Like, this is very
Sure.
important. I'm all in.
All right.
But I'm gonna use magnetism because I'm absolutely banking on the idea that he is enraptured by my feminine wiles.
Sure.
Okay, so that's gonna be a 10 total because I have
There you
one
go.
magnetism. And...
There you go. That's a success.
Cool. Didn't have to spend a marker. Glad for
Yeah.
this.
So now, given the word choice you just said, if he's enraptured by your feminine wilds, why wouldn't you roll wild?
Oh, that's fair. That actually technically makes my roll higher.
It's a jest because of your particular word choice.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's very funny. It is. I just didn't get it at first.
All right. So, Tully, your date part 3 with Chi Chi. What does that look like? Clearly, you had a fighting dance scene.
Well, Chi-Chi, you dance divine. We should do this more often. How about you join up with us and Crazy River Horse? We could do this all the time.
So I'll give you the same the same choice that I gave to Robin. You tell me what you feel works here. You know that Chi-Chi's a professional and already has an idea of some of the stuff going on. Definitely picked up on the whole angle of Crazy River Horse that you're espousing.
You know what? I'm just gonna go full on bravado on this one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna also lay some things out and basically Al Capone is basically done in the zoo and you should work for us and we've got all kinds of pieces in motion.
All right, let me ask you a question. Do you say work for us or work with us?
I will say work with us.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to say work with me specifically.
Okay.
And then he's going to do the thing with his suspenders. That part's very important. Probably worth a +1 all by itself. That is a 10.
There you go.
With doubles.
Oh, 10 with doubles. So with doubles, that's a success, and you get a +1 forward on your next roll.
You know what? I already had a +1 forward, so it's actually an 11. So, but
right,
it's the same.
Just carry it forward. It's that engine, man. It just you get it and it keeps working. All right. So, in one foul swoop, you have brought in Barry and Jenny, and you can only assume if Brad Spitt joined, the flight club is probably going to come along with, maybe, as well as if the leader of the Pink Ladies comes in, she's probably going to bring her entourage as well. So it sounds like we have got some pieces in motion for Crazy River Horse to actually do something here and join with the new recruits of the pet shop group to finally be doing something to justify a hold here. And in so doing, you've also taken out Charlie Chains, one of Carlo Hambino's biggest hitters. So all in all, well done evening.
Oh Lord!
Hell yeah!
I've been holding my breath the entire time.
This has been wild. No pun intended.
The pun should be fully intended. We all appreciate it, but yes. Crazy session. Absolutely crazy session.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
All right.
Somebody chat said that Arnold has an Air Force now.
Given all of your successes, Arnold, you are, I believe, hurt the most at the moment.
Very. At least I think so.
You said you're down to 3, so you're down 7, correct? Anybody? You're down 8? Is that what you said?
Pardon?
How bad are you down?
Health or markers?
Health.
Well, I didn't realize that I had tough as nails when the session started, so I actually didn't take a damage when the glass sprayed at the beginning of that fight, so I'm at 7. I'm fine.
Okay. But Carlos, you've taken 7 damage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you are the worse off. And Jenny acknowledges this. And she says that you need to get yourself to a doctor. So in the avian world, who is their doctor?
Oh man. You know what? Tappy the Talons, he's one hell of a surgeon. That's why they call him the Talons. He gets in there, sutras up, man. And he looks like he's just tapping the entire time, so they nickname him Tappy.
And what species of bird is Tappy?
She is a I was gonna say flamingo, then that's a terrible idea. Totally. A swallow, let's say.
Swallow?
Yeah.
So tiny, but that works.
Well, she gets into tight little spots.
Sure.
Just why she's so good.
So Jenny says you should come see Tappy. And she takes you and offers to anybody else that happens to still be around. I do believe Kenzie and Brad wandered off. But if anybody else is interested in sorry, sometimes the side chat gets me. So the Jenny offers to take anybody that is in need to the doctor, and takes you to Tappy. And she's able to eat your unstable condition and heal you for 2.
Nice. Brings me up to 5.
Are there any other takers?
I am going to walk Chi-Chi home.
Okay.
I think Roscoe's also going to walk Barry back to his enclosure.
Okay.
Because he's only missing 1 health, actually.
Right. Well, sometimes it's it's brutal for one and not so much for the others.
Yes, that's because I'm a coward that hides during every combat.
Well, I mean, in this particular sense, I figure, like, you know what? Arnold really needs to dive into things, and you know what I mean?
So, in other words, you had to take charge?
I see what you did there.
So, the evening passes in all manner of ways. The rest, though probably not easy for all of you, comes after such an exciting and thrilling night. Whatever visions of domination and control of the zoo that you guys might have come in, and eventually the morning comes and people show up and do all of their things. Some whispers pass between the cages, about some more animals have gone missing. Night falls, and Pete stops by your enclosure, Arnold. Now, to your recollection, what is the relationship between Pete and Ricky?
None, actually. At least none as far as Arnold is concerned.
So, pretty much as soon as the humans are gone, you see this, your friend the parrot, I don't know if friend is the appropriate term, but your acquaintance, and he's like sitting there on the edge, waiting to talk to you.
I rise back up almost like a submarine, like unsubmerging. As I say, Pete, what's the matter?
You hear about Ricky?
What you mean about Ricky?
I guess not. Come here.
As I
So-
go with him.
He takes you to the usual spot. And to your knowledge, Ricky never mentioned Pete. Pete never really mentioned Ricky. But he asked you to lift the trash bag, and there underneath is the unmoving corpse of Ricky Rick.
My boy! They massacred my boy! Oh, no. Ah. No, we did this.
Well, if you look close, give me a
There's a bomb on him because I really don't need that right now.
let's see here. Put your peepers to work. That makes sense.
It'll be a 6.
6. All right. You look down, and the trauma is fresh, and you're not able to like glean any kind of details, and you just kind of like look away. Like, all right, I guess you don't see it. Maybe I'm wrong, but to me that looks like as if somebody hit somebody with a chain.
I mean, maybe, but you think you can bring the body in?
Well, I mean, he's bigger than me, so I'm not carrying him.
Well, I know I already asked you a favor last time, but I need help to get this in. Who do you think can help, man? At this time.
You tell me where you want him, and I'll get him there.
Take him to my enclosure and I'll handle it from there.
Be done. And
Thank you.
Put the trash bag, back on top. Hide it, from any other onlookers. And before too long, a handful of birds come along and like gently set down this wrapped bundle off to the side.
I send a message out to Tully saying we're gonna need to assemble the crew at the hideout. And I need him to help me find some discreet transportation. Eventually, I'm assuming Tully shows up. He's the first one to look at the slaughter.
Oh my! It looks like Charlie Chains made a stop before coming by the ice cream parlor.
Maybe.
So, does this mean we hunt down the rest of his guys? Or do we let this end here?
Revenge is not good for our business, but
No, but it is good for our business that people know we won't let something like this stand. If we make it look messy enough, the next 10 will think twice.
Hambino's got to go anyway.
And Ricky didn't do nothing to nobody. Like, he was a little guy. If we don't stick up for our little guys.
Damn right. We need them to understand that we have their back. We're not racketing protection. We are actually going to protect them. Damn right, Roscoe. Yeah, let's get them.
Let's get them.
Like, she's just riling herself up.
They're gonna burn.
Burn in the fire they started.
You can't let this go unanswered. You're right. You got to make sure the proper message is sent. But tact is required. We'll hit them where it hurts. So not to hurt anyone else that's unnecessary, but we'll make sure they remember what they started.
So what are you guys doing?
Well, we need to find out where they are if we're going to make a plan to attack them, so I feel like a good use of our last 20 minutes would be doing a little bit of intel work, figuring out where we're going so that we can hit the ground running next session with a fight, maybe?
Sure. So how far into it are you looking to go? You know that Charlie was at least last evening, running with some members of the Laughing Stock, which you've had run-ins before. With Charlie out of the way, is it just revenge against the Laughing Stock? Or are you looking to go higher up the chain and go straight to Hambino? What is what is the thought pattern here? We are technically, looking at, the tail end of session 10.
Laughing Stock.
We're supposed to be wrapping this up in 2. So I'm willing to go longer if that's what you feel it takes to tie up this story, but it is entirely up to you guys.
Roscoe would like to just look at the body, and then he looks to Arnold and he says,
So, boss, look, I'm not necessarily saying that it is so, but ghosts don't beat people with chains usually. Dead men tell no tales and all that. Do we know for sure that this was Charlie and his men, or was it somebody else trying to make it look like Charlie, given that we very publicly had a quarrel with him? I'm not very astute in the area of investigations and awareness and whatnot, but I don't know if one of you guys is better at that.
Can
I'm pausing because
we
Robin got ran up.
can we check out the body?
Sure. Whoever wants to put your peepers to work.
Okay. I'm terrible at this, so somebody else is gonna want to roll.
So that's a 9. That's a 10. I have a +1. Wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. If only I looked at the right dice. That is a 7. Oh, it is a 10. I'm right. Never mind.
He doesn't know the difference between a 7 and a 10. That's what we're learning tonight.
Yeah. Well, I rolled a 7, then I added the 2, and then I added the 1 because I have a forward.
Yeah.
And then I look at the dice and I go, no, that's not right. And then I redid the math. I'm like, oh, that is right.
All right. So this small raccoon has been brutalized, and it looks like you've been around the block before, but you can see that Ricky's been injured and then healed, and injured and then healed. You can see some things are older than others. your best guess is they probably beat the information out of him as to, what Ricky knew. And Ricky's been gone to a lot, and Ricky knows a lot of things because he happens to be around and not really being here. Maybe he knew too much. Maybe he knew things he should not have known. So you don't know exactly what Ricky told, but as speculation, it's it's a good guess.
Do we believe it happened prior to them showing up, or is this something that happened? Yeah, okay.
No, it was
my initial assumption.
Yeah, he's been gone a while, so you would imagine that they beat the information out of him, and then he showed up. Then Charlie showed up to get his revenge on you guys.
We finished the job. The laughing stock has made their last haha.
But the laughing stock, they're just a tool for Hambino.
Maybe. But if we go at them, it sends enough of a message that the next ones won't come at us. So my professional opinion, my advice as your counselor, I say just giving myself the role without asking.
You are the official war counselor.
Is just to cleanse them out and send a message, and if he sends others, we deal with them the same. And we do that anytime they come out after one of our little guys, because those matter to us. And then eventually people are going to start noticing that, and we'll have more numbers, and we'll be able to protect them even better.
Yep. Absolutely concur.
So you guys are going to go attempt to investigate as to where the laughing stock are, so you can go hit them tomorrow.
Yes.
Or some of
I want to get as much information on their routines as I possibly can. Do we have like an informant that we can go to for that, or?
I know Arnold is down to one of them.
Eyes emoji.
I definitely have a skies of one of them.
Well, no, you still have Pete that you can rely on.
Yeah.
Question is, how forthcoming is Pete going to be based on, Ricky's departure?
Yeah.
The other avenue you guys, have at your disposal is you have folks that are now working for your outfit. You have to begin thinking not only for a story wrap up, but as to how you are best using the resources at your disposal so that maximum effort is being done and not everything being done by you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, after last night's evening, you've collected a big hitter and two groups that are able to get some things done, and you've got three small groups that can work in other areas.
Completely true. This reptiles we acquired. We should definitely get them to help us gather some more information. And
all right, so reptiles you're gonna send as lookouts. Get
please tell me we got some chameleons. That'll be so hot.
Because last session, you were the rodents you sent out to get information on birds. The cats were spreading the catnip without getting. Reptiles had no mission as of yet.
Well, I say we put them to use and find out some information about the laughing stock so we can hit them. Anything that they can help with finding out routines, patterns, location, who they associate themselves with, who their mothers are. I wouldn't know it.
I concur, sir.
All right. Anything else that you're looking to do? With some bringing in some of the big names within Al Capone's network. That could come with some other things. Is there anything you want to do with any of that?
Whoa, who wants? I mean, I guess I want to see who wants to volunteer for this particular hit.
I'll go.
Ooh. I'm assuming Roscoe and Tully's along for the ride, and would any of the, I guess, new members be coming along as well if they want to?
To target the laugh stock?
Yeah. Maybe some of them have some bad blood.
Well, I mean, some of them might, but some of them also, could be doing other jobs.
Just need one person, and then we'll figure out what the rest can do.
Right, well, I would say that you could probably have your choice between Jenny or Brad.
My war council, what do you think? As I turn to Frenzy.
I'm biased. And I don't know what Jenny can do. I've never fought her.
Nor have I, but
looking at it from this way, Jenny was like a one person, job. She was the enforcer or one of the enforcers for Al Capone, whereas Brad Spitt was part of a team. While he's good, he's probably not as good as Jenny.
Okay, well then in that case, I would definitely advise Jenny. We're not sending in a squad for this. She knows how to work alone.
Okay.
What do we know about how willing she is to make it messy? Because I don't want to go in there with somebody that's gonna be like squirrely when I start making art out of corpses. Listen, I know, I understand. Kenzie's kind of a sociopath, but it's for a good cause.
Oh my, the Frenzy.
We're playing the bad guys anyway, so like.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
So nothing of what you've seen with Jenny has given you that kind of indication. But you yourself haven't done any real conversation or investigation about her to know any further details.
Cool. Well, then I'll ask her before we go. And if she's not cool with it, I will find a way to make it look like it was really painful without... Yeah, I'll just have her leave first. It's fine. I'll just be like, you don't want to stay for this part.
So, let's see here. So give me a roll with a +1 for the reptiles. Let's see how well they investigate. Whoever wants to roll for them.
I have my dice in my hand. I
right,
didn't
go for
realize
it.
that you weren't talking to me at first.
No, it's okay.
Oh, I really shouldn't have been the one to roll for this. That's 5 total.
There's a 5 total.
Question.
Oh
Question.
no, and I have doubles and one of them's on the enemy die.
Wait, question.
Yeah,
Can we, because this is really like a group role, can I spend a marker to cause this to succeed?
sure.
All right, I will do that.
Do I still lose a
Thank
marker
you.
for rolling bad double?
No, because he changed it into a success.
I appreciate you, Steven.
Nice.
I'm just gonna die because I can't stop rolling one.
I mean, I feel that. I rolled double ones tonight, so, and that's not uncommon.
Yeah, I've been I had to spend markers galore this session because I'm just like, I can't lose, I gotta do damage, I can't get hit, and I need this to succeed. Like, no.
So beyond hitting the laughing stock, what else is it that you guys are looking to do? What comes after that?
I want to start getting information on other potential rivals that we have so that the next time something like this happens, we already have it. Like, I am gearing up for some long intel after bloodshed. Like, I'm gonna be making friends in the right places. That is what my plan is. I don't know about you guys.
No, absolutely. In fact, we could probably, if you don't mind, use Brass Spit to do that for us while we're off messing with the laughing stock.
You know,
Oh,
Carlo Hambino is a businessman at heart, right? So, given that the laughing stock are his and Charlie changes his, we might want to hit him where it hurts too. And what hurts a businessman more than his pocketbook
It's peanuts.
or his business itself. And if we send a very clear message about Hambino, there could be the prospect of reaching out to Otto and making friends still, at least being neutral with them.
well, you guys have kind of punched your dance card there. You were given a mission and you've kind of gone AWOL on it and have not reported back in some time. So,
Also, we made a pretty public declaration that we're like going our own way.
This zoo ain't big enough for all of us. Literally, it's the premise of the game. The zoo's only big enough for 2 crime families.
Fair.
so you have to figure out, what it is that you want to do. So we should really kind of talk as to, what kind of things fall as the next steps and how you want to use the pieces that have already been put into play, and what's going on, because we've got some chaos here, and
I'm gonna throw this out real quick.
yeah.
The first thing we should do is just take over Al Capone's operation, since she's been taken out of the picture and there's a power vacuum, and we've got all of her heavy hitters working for us. And so that's instant organization for Crazy Horse or Crazy Water Horse, in addition to what the other forces we have to add to it. And then once we do that, we can move on either Hambino or Otto. Maybe we move on Otto because we've already crippled Hambino with his hitter and messing up the laughing stock. Or do we finish Hambino off? Because there's going to be, it's personal between us and Otto, so maybe we should take him out first.
That's fair, and he will retaliate first and not worry so much about his business anyway, right? Because he's more of like a loose cannon.
Yes.
Yep.
So we want to get him, strike hard and fast with him.
We got to let him know who the real wild cards in this zoo are.
Exactly.
All right,
Just
so
that crocodile smile.
so on that note, we'll be back next week with session 11 to see what unfolds next with this Crazy River Horse and, and Cadre to see where we go from here. So thanks for watching. Check out the links down in the description below. Get your own copies if you're playing it out there in the wilds. And, you want to send us feedback, we'd love to hear it. But until next time, stay nerdy.
Nerdy.
Stay nerdy.